possible with him. My husband,
Take your time, Sheila.
my husband's been my rock. You know, he's not on the business officially, but he does a lot for me. He's like my slave. Dad can get me coffee. Dad, do this, do that. And I used to like cook almost every day, you know, because I know that he didn't like leftovers, but he sacrificed that as well. And of course my team, you know, and this is what I want to focus on, because initially going to the business, I did this by myself. You know, I tried to recruit, I was not successful. I mean, I did, but, you know, I think, and I don't really blame anyone but myself, okay? And that's because every time I would come see a client, it was, you know, they had already seen somebody that all they focused on was recruiting. And I didn't understand it at that time, okay? And the problem was those people that were trying to recruit them were actually introducing the wrong products, okay? And that's what really pissed me off, okay? For those that have known me, I cuss like a sailor. I already do, you know, naturally, but I do it even when I'm pissed off, okay? It resonates really well. So with that being said, it took a trip to the Bahamas, okay? That Samir brought me to, for me to really, you know, open my eyes, because the two speakers said, you know what, I've been spat on, I've been, you know, kicked, I've been stabbed at, I've been shot at, and the you know, what can they say to you when you ask them to join the business? It's no. That's all they can say, right? They can't shoot you, or at least they shouldn't, right? But there was one who was a nurse, and she said that, you know, when you're by yourself and you're doing the business, you can only reach so many people. And that's true. That resonated with me. And I'm like, and I always tell Samir, most people are doing the wrong thing. Every time I go to somebody's house and I see they have a trash value and I tear it up, and I get really pissed off, and I keep saying, why do these keep popping up, especially in the Filipino community? And I realize it's not just the Filipino community, it's out there, right? And he said, and that kind of resonated, like, yeah, that's right, because there's only one me. Only one me, I can only reach so many people, and I did it part-time, okay? So now, ever since that Bahamas trip, I focused on the growth, right? Because I have to grow legs, because if I grow legs, I can reach out to more people who can do the right thing, all right? And what he said about credibility, you know, I've built my credibility over time, right? I've helped people in different aspects, maybe, you know, looking for a doctor, getting an appointment, getting surgery moved up. Maybe if they needed help financially, if they needed help with, you know, their children, whatever it was, you know, finding a plumber, finding somebody to paint their house, whatever it was, I was there, right? Because for me, I value my time, but I know that every time that I spend with people, I know that I'm helping. And that's what I want to, you know, I love helping people. And so with that being said, you know, you build your credibility, and guess what? Your credibility builds you, okay? And and because of that, you know, I've grown my team. I have right now, I have 6 licensed agents under me. You know, Lori, who came from Rockville, is here. She did 1670 of production last month. Lorraine, she did 3,000. I have Gertrude did 500. Angie, 2586. And, you know, and now I brought my son to the business, and he's been in the business, for 3 weeks. He's taking his 3 weeks, maybe? 2 weeks, whatever. But not even a month, and he's taking his test next week, right? It's the follow-up, it's the time that you spend. You spend time on the right people, right? For the right reasons, right? And you know, Lori, I've always said, I love to help people. I love learning about finances. I love helping people learn about their personal finances, and it's helping people. But my God, I'm making money too. So it's win-win-win. So if you have any doubt of recruiting, growing your team, I'm taking that all out right now, okay? And now that I've got promoted, I thank you, Samir, but also what somebody said earlier, be coachable, you know? sometimes, I call you what, 10 times a day, maybe more? And hopefully I'm not the draining one, I'm more of the positive one. So be coachable, learn, keep learning. As much as I do a lot of things, I do work 3 days a week, which hopefully I'm gonna get rid of that very soon. I'm more focused on my business. And I told my son this, right? I told you, the biggest regret I have is not doing this early enough, because there's some people that unfortunately I cannot help anymore. They are uninsurable, right? Somebody that comes to me and says, look, my mom paid for 30 years thinking she's gonna get $91,000 in retirement. The cash value was $295 after 30 years.
Oh my God.
So you tell me if I'm not doing the right thing. I'm doing the right thing, okay? We are doing the right thing. So, like I said, if you have any doubts of growing your business, this is the key to get to more people, to do the right thing, to have the right products. You need to grow legs, and that's what I'm focused on. And Calvin, going back to you, you're 21 years old. He's also a nursing student, has one more year, and I'm really proud of this guy. He's so, he's not like me, he's not, he's very quiet, shy, just like his father, but I hope that changes, okay? And you have an advantage, okay? You have an advantage, and take advantage of that. So for all the young ones, even not so young ones like me, we're doing the right thing. So focus on that, focus on the growth. And again, I just want to thank my team for being coachable as well. Sometimes I could, I'm loud, but that's partly because I'm hard of hearing too. That's with aging. But, as a client of Primerica for 16 years now, I think we've done pretty well. And, I lead by example. I show them, look, this is what I've done, and it's worked for my family. Both of my kids graduated, no debt, okay? We have a pretty good nest egg built. My house is gonna be paid off hopefully in less than 7 years. And, hopefully, when you graduate next year, he's running for summa cum laude. But focus on this too, Calvin. I'm telling you, we are doing the right thing. You have the biggest advantage because you're young, all right? And that's also one of my whys, is my family. So I think I've talked so much, and I hope I've inspired somebody, hopefully all of y'all. And again, thanks again to my wonderful team who's coachable. And I continue to grow. Right now, I think I have, like I said, 6 people licensed, and I also will have 3 more, hopefully by the end of this month. All right? Thanks, everybody.